Every year, when the final exam comes, we regret it. We think, if only I had studied little by little from the beginning of the year, then today this mountain of study would not have piled up. This time, let me just somehow pass. Next year, I will never make this mistake again. But then, the final exam comes again, and we don't even realize when the whole year is passed. Do you remember January 1st, 2026? That day, your mind was full of hope and determination. You told yourself, this year, I will turn everything around. A new diary, a new pen, and a promise in your mind. This year, I will change everything. I will study 8 to 10 hours every day, and I will surprise everyone with my result. But look at the calendar today. Only a few days or a few weeks have passed, and already that motivation has deflated like a balloon. The same you, the same laziness, the same unwillingness to sit at the study table, and inside your mind, the same old fear of bad results. Do you know why this happens? Why do we change the calendar every year, but our results never change? Because we think that just by writing a beautiful routine in a notebook, we will turn from an ordinary student into a robot or a machine. Most students don't fail because they are weak. They fail because their routine is built on excitement, not reality. John C. Norcross's research shows that less than half of New Year's resolver stay successful after 6 months. Motivation starts a routine, but a practical system keeps it alive. Listen, today I have not come to give you false comfort. Today, using science, psychology, and the methods of toppers, we will create a system for 2026 that will take you from being an average student to sitting in the position of a class topper. If you are truly serious about fulfilling your dreams, then the next 10 minutes can change the direction of your life. Sit down with a notebook and pen. Today's video is not about another routine. It is about a study system your real brain can actually follow. Point number 1. Know your biological rhythm. The biggest mistake you make is copying someone else's routine. Maybe you watched an interview of a topper on YouTube who wakes up at 4 a.m., and with excitement, you also set an alarm for 4 a.m. But the problem is, science says that every person has a different internal clock inside their body, which is called the circadian rhythm. Some people are morning birds. They study better in the morning. And some people are night owls. They study better at night. Now, if you are naturally a night owl and you force yourself to wake up early in the morning, then your brain will create brain fog. That means you will sit at the study table, but the study will not enter your head. Suppose the first boy in your class, Shakib, wakes up at 5 a.m. and studies. Seeing him, you also wake up at 5 a.m. But then you find yourself sitting at the table the whole morning, feeling sleepy. Not only will this bring no benefit, but your mood will stay irritated the whole day, and your confidence will go down. So, at the beginning of the year, the first thing you should do is ask yourself, at what time of the day is my brain most active? Mark that time as your golden hour. Keep the hardest subjects in your routine, such as math or physics, during this time. Remember, how many hours you study is not the main thing. How much focus you study with, that is what really matters. Do not try to turn yourself into a robot. Try to understand the language of your own body. Point number 2, the flow state and effort rule. Many students write in their routine, studying continuously from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Believe me, this is one of the worst and most unscientific ways to study. For many students, deep focus starts dropping after around 40 to 50 minutes. After that, whatever you study will only be reading. It will not be learning. The brain becomes tired. This is where you need to use the Pomodoro technique. A practical variation of the Pomodoro technique is the 50-10 rule. The rule is very simple. You will study with complete focus for 50 minutes. During these 50 minutes, even if the world turns upside down, you will not get up from the table. You will not respond to anyone calling you. Then comes a 10-minute break. But be careful. This is where 99% of students make a mistake. During this 10-minute break, do not touch your phone by mistake. The moment you pick up your phone, your dopamine level will spike, and your study mood or flow state will be destroyed. During these 10 minutes, walk a little, drink a glass of water, or close your eyes and lie down on the bed. But no screen. Imagine that your brain is like a sponge. If you keep a sponge under water continuously, it cannot absorb any more water. You have to squeeze it and empty it again. This 10-minute break is like squeezing the sponge, so that in the next 50 minutes, you become ready again to absorb new information. Point number 3. Active recall over passive reading. We sit at the table according to our routine, open the book, and keep reading. There is a highlighter in our hand. We make the pages of the book colourful. We think that studying is happening. But in reality, we are only comforting ourselves. In psychology, this is called the illusion of competence. When you read passively, the information keeps floating in your brain. But it does not get fixed there. In 2026, do not make this mistake anymore. This time, keep active recall in your routine. This means that after reading one paragraph, close the book. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what did I just read? If you cannot explain it in your own words without looking, that means you have not actually studied it. A powerful idea often connected with physicist Richard Feynman is this: if you truly understand something, you should be able to explain it in simple language. So, after reading a topic, imagine you are teaching it to a younger student who knows nothing about it. When you can explain any concept in simple language to someone else, or to yourself, only then will you understand that it has been set in your head. Keep at least 1 hour in your routine every day, only for revision and self-testing. Remembering what you have already learned is much more important than learning something new. Remember, your book will not go with you into the exam hall. Your brain will go with you. So practice output more than giving input. Leave passive reading and become an active learner. Point number 4. Environment design. You cannot follow your routine because you depend too much on your willpower. But at the end of the day, willpower becomes weaker as the day becomes heavier. The more decisions, distractions, and stress you face, the harder it becomes to force yourself to study. Then we no longer feel like studying. We feel like watching a few reels or playing games. So your routine should not only be set on paper, it also has to be set in your room. This is called environment design. While studying, do not keep your phone in front of your eyes. If your phone is in front of your eyes, even if no notification comes, one part of your brain will always remain focused on the phone. Take a challenge. While studying, leave your phone in another room. Or turn on focus mode and lock it inside a drawer. Keep only the book you are studying right now on your study table. Remove all other books, notebooks, and unnecessary things. A messy table means a messy mind. When your environment supports studying, sitting down to study will not feel like a war. Instead, it will become a habit. Do not wait for motivation. Design your environment in such a way that sitting down to study becomes the only option. Point number 5. The evening ritual. The best routine does not start in the morning, it starts the night before. If you wake up in the morning and have to think, what should I study today, physics, math, or English, then you have already lost at the beginning of the day. Because while making that decision in the morning, your brain's fresh energy or decision-making power gets spent. Then when you sit down to study, you will see that you no longer have energy. So, every night before sleeping, take 5 minutes. On a small piece of paper or a sticky note, write down exactly which topics you will study tomorrow. You have to be very specific. Just writing math will not work. You have to write 3 problems from math. Chapter 5. This will give you 2 huge benefits. 1. When you wake up in the morning, you will have a clear goal in front of you. There will be no confusion. And 2. When you sleep after making a plan, your mind goes to sleep with less confusion and more clarity about the next day. When you wake up in the morning, you will find yourself much more focused. The end of today is the beginning of tomorrow. Fix this mantra in your mind. At the end of the video, let me tell you one truth. A routine does not change your life on the day you write it. It starts changing you on the days you follow it, even when you don't feel motivated. Your real work will begin after you finish watching this video. This day, this moment, belongs only to you. The fight is completely yours alone. When making a routine, do not try to be perfect. You may miss your routine one day. Maybe one day you will not feel like studying, but do not give up because of that. Forgive yourself and start again the next day with double energy. Remember, don't wait for a perfect routine or a perfect mood. Start with one small step today. Protect your focus and build a system your future self will thank you for. Before leaving, comment and let me know which country you are watching from. I want to know which parts of the world my students are joining from. If you like this video, give it a like and share it with those friends who make routines but struggle to follow them. Remember, knowledge never decreases when it is shared. Bye. See you in the next video. Until then, don't just promise yourself a better year. Build the system that makes it possible. Thank you.